The internet thought it had seen it all from ChriseanRock. The fights, the tears, the Bible verses between brawls. But this time, things took a turn that made even her wildest moments look like Sunday school. Fans are freaking out after noticing something downright odd about her baby, Chrisean Jr., and the footage that started it all has everyone talking. At first glance, it looked like a sweet, wholesome video. Chrisean cuddling her baby, smiling, soft music in the background. But eagle-eyed fans spotted something that made the internet stop breathing. Comments poured in, "Wait, did y'all see that? Why he not moving? Something's off here." And just like that, the rumor mill exploded faster than Blueface could tweet something stupid. Within hours, baby CJ wasn't just trending, he was the headline. TikTok detectives were zooming, pausing, and analyzing every frame like it was the Zapruder film of hip-hop parenting. But when Chrisean saw the chaos, her reaction? Pure fire. She went off. Tears. Rage. A mix of mama bear instinct and ZeusNetwork energy. This wasn't just drama. This was emotional warfare. And the way she broke down afterward? It turned a viral rumor into a full-blown digital tragedy that no one saw coming. It started out like any other day in the chaotic kingdom of social media. ChriseanRock, the walking, talking headline generator, had just posted a sweet little video of herself and her baby, Chrisean Jr., no yelling, no fighting, no Zeus drama. Just her, smiling with her son, being what everyone swore she couldn't be. Calm, but peace never lasts long in the land of Chrisean. Within hours, fans started noticing something that sent shockwaves across every platform. "Wait, why baby CJ look weird?" one fan commented under the video. "He not blinking," said another. And that was all it took. Boom. The internet ignited, TikTok went into full detective mode. Every wannabe baby expert, spiritual healer, and conspiracy theorist with a ring light suddenly became a CJ specialist. Clips of the video spread like wildfire, slowed down, zoomed in, filtered, analyzed. Someone even added creepy background music and read circles around the baby's eyes. "Something's wrong," they whispered. "Something's not normal." Twitter was no better. Hashtags like "Dumber Chrisean baby," "Now something ain't right," and "Our pray for CJ" were trending simultaneously. One viral tweet said, "I watched that video 12 times and that baby didn't blink once. Not once." Another user joked, or maybe not, "That baby got that Blueface stare." Within hours, it wasn't just fans talking. Meme pages, gossip blogs, even self-proclaimed psychologists were weighing in. Everyone had a theory. Some said it was postpartum tension energy. Others said it was a sign from the universe. And the extra wild crowd? They started calling the baby possessed. Let that sink in. The internet actually accused a baby of being possessed. And of course, once one person mentioned possession, TikTok's algorithm went demonic. Users started pairing the clip with horror soundtracks, jump scare edits, and captions like "POV. You just locked eyes with baby CJ." The comment sections were split down the middle. Half of them were cracking jokes. "That baby got Wi-Fi connection to heaven. He's plotting already." That's the look of someone who's seen too much ZeusNetwork. The other half were dead serious. "Stop playing. That's spiritual warfare. She needs prayer." Meanwhile, Chrisean had no clue that her baby had just become the internet's latest obsession. She was probably off living her best chaotic peace, until someone in her circle texted her those 4 cursed words. "Girl, you're trending again, and not for good reasons." Now, if there's one thing you should know about ChriseanRock, she can handle insults, breakups, even Blueface's nonsense. But the moment you mention her child, that's like hitting a red button labeled "Prepare for Impact." It didn't take long. She logged onto Instagram Live, eyes swollen, voice trembling, and the world knew instantly that this wasn't going to be a calm response. "Why y'all talking about my baby like that?" she started. "Like, what's wrong with y'all? My son is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Y'all weird, bro." The comment section exploded. Thousands of viewers poured in instantly, and her voice cracked mid-rant. You could feel the mix of fury and heartbreak. This wasn't the unbothered Chrisean people we're used to. This was a mom under fire. She took a deep breath and kept going. "I'm tired of y'all talking about me, and now y'all bringing my baby into it. My son is perfect. Perfect. He blink, he breathe, he smile, he laugh, he do everything a baby's supposed to do. Y'all making up weird stuff like y'all never seen a happy baby before." But then, her tone shifted from angry to emotional. That kind of heavy silence before the tears hit. "Y'all talk about everything I do. Everything. I can't even be a mom without y'all turning it into something evil, like I'm out here doing something wrong just for existing. That's when she said it. The line that would go down in internet history. Keep talking about my baby if you want. God watching y'all, and he don't play about me or mine. Boom. End alive. Mic drop, camera off. Within minutes, clips from her rant were everywhere. TikTok users remixed it, some mocking her, others defending her. One user wrote, "This is exactly why she doesn't post anymore." Another said, "I feel her pain." People forget she's human. Meanwhile, the blogs had a field day. TheShadeRoom posted, "ChriseanRock breaks down after fans. Question her baby's behavior. Tells haters God watching." Hollywood Unlocked ran with, "ChriseanRock cries on live after baby CJ trends for strange video." Even TMZ jumped in with, "Fans concerned over ChriseanRock's baby. She responds in emotional live stream." Every platform, every podcast, every group chat was buzzing. Suddenly, everyone had a PhD in baby psychology and a master's degree in drama. The crazy part? The more Chrisean cried, the more people twisted it. Some claimed her breakdown proved guilt. Others said it was a mother's cry for help. And then the tinfoil hat brigade arrived, saying, "She knows something we don't. That baby ain't normal." It was chaos, but profitable chaos. Clips of the original video started racking up millions of views. YouTubers dropped analysis videos. Even Reddit threads started mapping out blink timelines like detectives. But underneath the noise, something deeper was happening. People weren't just laughing anymore. They were concerned, and that's when things took an even darker turn. Someone claimed to have found proof that the video was edited. They uploaded a version where the baby's eyes appeared frozen, almost glassy, and users lost it. The video spread like wildfire, convincing even more people that something was seriously wrong. The internet doesn't care about facts, it cares about fear. And in this case, fear was trending. Meanwhile, Chrisean went quiet again. No posts, no lives, no responses. Just silence. That's when the conversation shifted from chaos to compassion. "Maybe she's hurting," some fans said. "She don't deserve this." But others weren't letting up. If she's fine, why not just post a new video of him blinking? And that right there, that one comment reignited the fire. Because within 24 hours, Chrisean came back with a new post. A video of baby CJ blinking. Just staring into the camera, eyes wide, then blinking dramatically like a clapback in human form. The caption? "He blinkin', y'all happy now?" The internet went insane. Half the fans celebrated. Queen of trolling. "She shut y'all up fast." The other half? They doubled down. "She mocking serious concerns." "She too immature to be a mom." Either way, she won. Because whether they were laughing or angry, everyone was still talking about her. Again. But deep inside that chaos, something felt off. Her eyes in that clip looked tired. The usual sass was there, but the energy felt heavier. Like the smile wasn't just shade, it was pain hiding behind humor. And that's when things really started spiraling out of control. Because Chrisean wasn't just fighting online trolls anymore, she was fighting her own emotions. The pressure, the fame, the endless noise. It all came crashing down, and when she broke down next, it wasn't on live for views. It was real, raw, and impossible to laugh at. The internet had turned her motherhood into a meme, and she was done playing along. By the next morning, the entire internet was vibrating with noise. The phrase "he blinked" was trending like it was breaking news from CNN. People were posting memes of Chrisean Jr. blinking like he was the second coming of baby Jesus. Others were reposting Chrisean's video with the caption, "Proof of life confirmed." It was comedy for some, chaos for others. And for Chrisean, it was hell on repeat. The blogs were milking it dry. TheShadeRoom reposted her clip with the caption, "ChriseanRock responds to viral rumors about her baby. He blinkin', y'all happy now?" Hollywood Unlocked chimed in with, "Fans divided over ChriseanRock's sarcastic response, savage or insensitive." Meanwhile, Twitter was having the time of its life. One tweet said, "She really dropped a whole eye demo just to shut us up." Another joked, "That baby blinked in 4K and healed the timeline." But right under the humor was an undercurrent of discomfort. Because something about Chrisean's tone didn't sit right with people. The video wasn't lighthearted, it was defensive, tired, and over it. And the internet smells exhaustion like sharks smell blood. That's when the rumor train left the station. And it had no brakes. A random TikTok account popped up claiming to have exclusive sources close to Chrisean. The creator said, "People around her say she's been crying non-stop since that video went viral. She's not okay. Stop since that video went viral. She's not okay." The video had moody piano music, screenshots of her lives, and ominous captions like, "Fame has a dark price." Boom, 1 million views. Then came the fake insider blogs, dropping alleged DMs and doctor claims that the baby had some hidden health issue. None of it was true, but who cared? Every post made people click, comment, argue, and share. Every view meant money, and Chrisean's pain was pure profit. Meanwhile, Blueface, forever allergic to peace, decided to insert himself into the narrative like a bad plot twist. He tweeted, "Y'all doing too much. That baby fine. Ain't nothing wrong." Just like his daddy. Focused. And that was all it took to restart the chaos. Fans dragged him instantly. Focused? Sir, you ain't seen Focused since 2019. You tweeting from jail Wi-Fi talking about Focus? You could have just stayed quiet. But he didn't stop there. Minutes later, he added another tweet. "I told her stop posting that baby till he ready for fame." Now look, that one tweet split the internet. Half agreed, "Maybe she should have kept him off the internet." The other half clapped back, "Maybe you should have kept your DMs off the internet, bro." Meanwhile, Chrisean was dead silent. No responses, no lives, nothing. For someone who usually fires back within minutes, her quietness spoke volumes. It wasn't that she couldn't fight back, she didn't want to anymore. Then, 2 days later, the silence shattered. She went live again, but this time it wasn't fiery. It wasn't defiant. It was broken. Her eyes were red, voice trembling. "I can't do this no more," she said softly. "Y'all not even talking about me now. Y'all talking about my baby. My innocent baby who ain't do nothing to nobody." Tears started streaming down her face. "Every time I post him, y'all find something. Something to mock, something to twist. Like being a mom supposed to come with a warning label." She paused, holding her phone like it weighed 1,000 pounds. "I ain't perfect. I never said I was, but I love my son. That's the only real thing I got left." The chat exploded. Thousands of comments poured in. Some supportive, some cruel. "We love you, Rock." "Ignore them." "Girl, log off." But mixed in were the trolls. "Then stop posting him." "You wanted fame, now you got it." And that's when something in her snapped. "You think this fame matter?" She shouted, eyes blazing. "Fame don't feed my soul. Y'all feed off me like parasites. Every time I try to grow, y'all drag me down. Y'all want me to be crazy so you can laugh. Y'all want me to be broken so you feel better about your boring lives." It was raw, unfiltered, and painfully real. The internet had never seen Chrisean like this. Not the loud, wild version, but the stripped-down, shattered one. It wasn't entertaining anymore. It was human, but of course humanity doesn't trend. Drama does. Clips of her crying spread faster than wildfire. People made edits, reaction videos, and think pieces. YouTubers with zero empathy were titling videos like, "ChriseanRock finally breaks down the price of fame." Others called it a performance. One popular creator even said, "She knows tears equal views." It was disgusting, but it worked. Her breakdown became clickbait gold. Meanwhile, in the background, celebrities started chiming in. And that's when things got really messy. Sukihana went live crying, saying, "I feel that girl so bad. I've been in this industry. They tear you down till you got nothing left. Let her breathe." Cardi B posted a vague tweet. "Y'all do too much when it comes to people's kids. That's why I barely post mine." Even Tamar Braxton jumped in, writing, "This generation got no boundaries. Everything ain't for y'all commentary." But not everyone was showing love. Blueface's mother, Carlissa, as always, came in swinging. She posted a story saying, "I told y'all that girl wasn't ready for motherhood." Now look, she crying every week? The internet exploded. Within minutes, Carlissa was trending. Fans were roasting her so bad she had to turn her comments off. Lady, you need your own restraining order from drama. She talks about Chrisean more than her own son. Even ZeusNetwork couldn't resist the mess. They reposted Chrisean's breakdown on their official page with the caption, "We love you, Rock. Stay strong," which would have been touching if they weren't the same network that profited off filming her every breakdown in HD. But through all the noise, one thing became clear. This wasn't entertainment anymore. It was trauma. People started posting compilation videos titled, "The Internet Owes ChriseanRock an Apology." They showed her early interviews, her pregnancy moments, her softer side. moments that the media had buried under fights and chaos. The comment sections were full of guilt. I used to laugh at her. Now I just feel bad. She's crying out for peace and people still making jokes. Even mental health pages joined in, saying, "This is what happens when we dehumanize women in the public eye. Y'all watch them unravel like it's reality TV, and yet, amidst all that sympathy, there were still people stirring the pot." A gossip vlogger dropped a leaked clip of Chrisean supposedly arguing with a family member, claiming it was recorded after her breakdown. It was fake, edited and spliced. But by the time the truth came out, the damage was done. That's the curse of viral fame. Once the internet decides to eat you alive, facts don't matter. By the end of that week, Chrisean's name had been in the headlines for 7 straight days. Every blog, every podcast, every tweet, all orbiting one mother and her baby. It wasn't about blinking anymore. It wasn't even about the baby. It was about control. Who owned her narrative, who profited from her pain, and who got to decide what crazy looked like. And the more the world talked, the quieter she became. Her posts slowed down. Her captions grew shorter. Her smiles looked forced. It wasn't the wild, free ChriseanRock anymore. It was a woman trapped inside a spotlight that no longer felt like fame, but a prison made of public opinion. And yet, even in that silence, everyone knew one thing. Chrisean wasn't the type to stay quiet for long, because every breakdown in her story has always been the setup for her next rise. And when she came back next time, she wasn't going to cry. She was going to burn the internet down. The silence after her breakdown didn't just hang, it echoed. For the first time in years, ChriseanRock wasn't everywhere. No lives, no fights, no chaos. Just gone. And that silence freaked everyone out more than her rants ever did. Because when the internet's loudest woman goes quiet, the whole world leans in. Days passed, then weeks. The memes died down. The think pieces slowed. Even the trolls started asking, "Where's Chrisean?" TMZ tried to bait her with new stories, but nothing worked. She'd vanished into thin air. No makeup, no filters, no headlines. Just her and her baby. And ironically, the moment she disappeared was the first time people started missing her. Then, out of nowhere, she came back. The video dropped on a random Tuesday night. No caption, no teaser, just a 45-second clip that hit the timeline like a lightning bolt. It showed her sitting on her couch, holding baby CJ. No lashes, no chain, no chaos. Just peace. The baby was smiling, giggling, and looking more alive than ever. She whispered, "Y'all see? My baby's fine. God don't make no mistakes." And in that moment, it was like she reclaimed everything that had been ripped away from her. The internet exploded. But this time, it wasn't laughter. It was relief. Comments flooded in. "He's beautiful. He looks so happy. This the peace she deserved all along." Even the harshest critics were silent. For once, Chrisean had broken the cycle. No screaming, no fighting, no tears. Just proof that she and her baby were okay, but this is the internet. Peace doesn't trend. Within hours, the narrative started shifting again. Some people accused her of using the baby for sympathy. Others said the whole situation was staged. Conspiracy TikTok returned with analysis videos claiming the new clip was pre-recorded, slowed down, or AI generated. Like the woman couldn't just exist without it being a scandal. And yet, she didn't take the bait. She didn't respond, didn't clap back, didn't even like a post. She let the silence work for her. And for once, it did. Because silence, when used right, becomes power. That's when the public started noticing something strange. The world was actually treating her differently. She wasn't the butt of every joke anymore. She wasn't crazy Chrisean. She was Chrisean the fighter, Chrisean the mom, Chrisean the survivor. The same people who laughed at her breakdown were now quoting her lives like scripture. "I love my son. That's the only real thing I got left." That one line went viral again, but this time, it was over soft piano music and motivational quotes. Even celebrities were chiming in again. But now, with support. Cardi B reposted her new clip on her story with, "She look happy for protect that peace." Summer Walker commented, "She don't owe the world nothing. That's a mama right there." And to everyone's shock, even Blueface, fresh out of jail and apparently trying to rehab his image, posted a story that said, "I'm glad my son doing good." Nobody believed his sincerity, but it didn't matter. For once, the conversation wasn't about him, it was about her. Then, Out of nowhere, ZeusNetwork, the same company that made millions off her pain, announced they were developing a docuseries titled ChriseanRock Rebirth. The announcement hit Instagram like an earthquake. The comments were wild. "We watching. This finna break the internet. She about to expose everybody." Fans were split. Some were excited, others nervous. "Don't let them exploit you again," one fan wrote. But deep down, everyone knew, this time, Chrisean wasn't coming back as the same woman. This was a comeback on her terms, because ChriseanRock wasn't a victim anymore. She'd become the villain and the hero in the same breath. She learned that the internet doesn't give grace. You have to take it, and that's exactly what she did. A month later, she went live again, calm, smiling, baby CJ cooing in the background. "Y'all see how peaceful it get when you stop caring?" She said, laughing. "They still gon' talk. They talked when I was crying. They talked when I was mad. Now they talking 'cause I'm happy. So, I might as well be happy anyway." It was classic Chrisean, unfiltered, unbothered, and funny without trying. Her fans flooded the comments. "This the rock we missed. Growth looks good on you." She turned the pain into power. And she did. She went from trending for chaos to trending for calm. From mocked to admired. From meme to message. But even in her rebirth, the internet couldn't resist poking. Clips of her older fights resurfaced, people comparing her old self to her new one. Instead of getting angry, she laughed. "That girl was fighting demons," she said in one live, smirking. "Now I'm fighting deadlines." You could feel the shift. For the first time, the internet wasn't laughing at her. It was laughing with her. Even baby CJ became a symbol of her redemption. The same child they called odd was now the miracle baby. Fan pages started calling him Baby Blessing. He had his own fan edits, his own hashtags. People posted comments like, "That baby saved her life." And for once, it didn't feel like exaggeration. It felt like truth. And that's when Chrisean did something no one saw coming. She turned all that chaos into a business move. She launched a baby clothing line called Blink Baby, inspired by the same viral scandal that once humiliated her. Her promo post said, "Y'all joked about it. Now I'm making money off it. God don't miss." Within 24 hours, her site crashed from traffic. The internet went wild again. Not with drama, but with applause. She'd taken her lowest moment and flipped it into profit. The memes, the mockery, the madness, all of it became marketing. In 1 year, she went from the internet's favorite train wreck to one of its sharpest players. Because that's the thing about ChriseanRock, she's chaos with purpose. You can drag her, doubt her, cancel her, but somehow, she always spins the pain into a headline and the headline into a check. And as she posted one final photo that month, her holding baby CJ, smiling under the caption, "Peace hits different when you earned it." Fans realized something deeper. Maybe she didn't need to blink to prove she was okay. Maybe the whole world needed to open its eyes. And there you have it. The moment that turned mockery into a movement. The same internet that laughed at ChriseanRock ended up learning from her. From "something's wrong with the baby" to "she's the mother of redemption," this story flipped faster than Blueface's loyalty. Chrisean didn't just survive. She reinvented herself right in front of millions of people who swore she'd never make it. She didn't need PR training, media coaching, or pity. She weaponized pain like a pro. Every insult became fuel, every headline became strategy, and every tear became content that couldn't be ignored. While trolls were typing, she was trademarking. While the blogs were laughing, she was building Blink Baby. The joke's over and she owns the punchline. So now the question is, who's really the fool? The woman who cried on Lev, or the world that gave her $1 million storyline for free? Drop your thoughts below. Is ChriseanRock the most unpredictable mother in pop culture, or the smartest player in this toxic fame game? Because whether you love her or can't stand her, you can't stop watching, and before you scroll, do what real ones do. Smash that like button like it owes you rent, subscribe for more wild celebrity chaos, and ring that notification bell before another viral meltdown breaks while you're asleep. Here at Celeb Aura, we don't chase drama, we predict it. We decode fame, we expose the madness, and we turn every celebrity scandal into a cinematic breakdown of modern fame itself. Stay tuned, stay messy, and remember, in the age of clout, peace is the real scandal. This is Celeb Aura, signing off until the next breakdown becomes a breakthrough.